NaviGAYtion, Australia's first gay cruise, departing tomorrow, hey? Better get some sleep.
Hey, the ship leaves in 5 minutes.
Two pairs, boys. We're going home.
So boys, have you had your medical yet?
Yeah, we headed downstairs.
I don't think so.
Fresh Mead.
Do you want to go to a real party?
The dog tag tea party.
Yeah.
So you've been in there?
Definitely, yeah. I had to get out for a bit. Get some
Have a
fresh air.
rest.
Definitely.
Yeah. Feel like a drink?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. At ease, man.
There we go. Cheers. I want you to draw me wearing this, and only this. It's called the heart-on of the ocean.
Okay.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Hello, ready for your ocean swell? Ah! You've been dreaming about that young cabin boy again, you dirty pirate. We're here on the sunny poop deck of the Pacific Sun. My name's Maynard.
And I'm Mark. This is actually something really special. This is the first ever gay cruise in Australia.
And already the crew of the Pacific Sun has been asking us when is there going to be another one, and they think it's a bit short for 3 days. They're wondering why we didn't make it longer, but I think it's a great testing vehicle for the whole thing.
Yeah, it is. 3 days. It's long enough to test the waters, if you like, to sniff it all out and see how much you can.
And there's been a lot of testing of water. There's been a lot of sniffing out already, as we can see. You've checked out a couple of guys hanging out in the spa.
I have. They got into it very, very quickly. And yeah, now they've dried off, and I believe they're out there somewhere.
But we're here on the poop deck, and mentioning that, there are a number of nautical terms that take on a completely different meaning when you're on a navigation cruise.
Oh, there.
There's the ship's screw, there's cabin boy, and of course permission to come aboard means something completely different.
I'm flabbergasted.
You'll find out later. Man, we're just going to be doing things that shouldn't be done, saying things that shouldn't be said, and of course squeezing things that shouldn't be squeezed. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Neil. Neil, what we'd like to know is why are you so late?
I drove from Melbourne.
That's a fair enough.
Was work late.
Well, was there something going on down the docks we need to know about?
Not that I know of. Do you know?
There's enough time to check before the ship gets going there. Now, what are you expecting on the cruise here, Neil?
Just go with it all, have fun, do what you want to do.
Okay, there's the purser over there. You start having fun.
Excellent. Cheers.
Neil, off to have some fun. Look at him. Look, he's off having fun there as he speaks. Hey, I'm here with Kate. You've just turned up on the navigation cruise. Are you on your own or here with friends or you?
Partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and you and your partner looking, or are you just going to have a great time on your own here?
Oh, we're just going to have a ball. We won the cruise, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dressed
How did you win to get here?
up. Fancy dress party.
What did you come as?
Porn star. I came as a zipper girl porn star.
And just for the listeners at home, who is your favourite porn star?
Don't really have one. I'd have to say Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I've got to say it. And some of her private work's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, look, you're going to dress up tonight? I mean, tonight
Yeah,
your first...
we've brought about 3 suitcases full of dress up, so we're going to be dressing up for everything.
Well, look forward to seeing you in costume later.
Thank you.
Cool. I'm here with Joseph. He's all the way from
Ireland.
Now, Joseph, how'd you find yourself on this cruise?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's also exciting at the moment, so see what happens.
Are you on your own or are you looking for friends?
My partner.
Oh, who won't come on camera, but they're pretty excited about being here too.
Yeah.
Now, you going to dress up tonight?
Yeah, white party tonight. So.
What are you looking forward to the most on the whole cruise?
DNA model.
Yeah?
Yeah, so.
Well, I'm in that as well, you know, because I'm cut like you wouldn't believe.
Excellent.
Believe me,
See you later.
you're a top guy. See you later, Jason.
See you later.
See you. Over there you go. He believed I was a swimwear model. and on another one of the ship's crews here, Maynard with Miss Fahrenheit. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Oh, I've got to say, you are doing well, and the foundation makeup you've got on is bulletproof. You've done the special outdoor cruise balance for that makeup. It's fantastic.
Dulux would be proud of this makeup tonight. You know, we don't shop in makeup stores. We go to wallpaper places and get it all from there. So,
what are the main drag challenges of performing at sea?
standing upright on deck in a wavy situation. So this will be fun. I think I'm drunk, but I won't be. It'll be great.
Do you have to change your heels? I mean, are you going any slightly flatter with the heels you normally wear?
Oh no, I'm going higher this time. I'm going to stand out amongst the crowd. So
well, I saw you there meeting and greeting the crowd, mainly meeting from what I could see there.
Yes.
That's the MEAT variety there.
Yes.
And what do you make of them?
Oh, it's a great crowd by the looks of it. We've got a whole group of people. Apparently the average group is about 36, I believe. So I'm just under the average, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, it's a great bunch of people. It looks like it's going to be fun. So.
Yeah, now, is there one night you're looking forward to in particular? What is your big performance evening?
My favourite night will be probably the White Party tomorrow night, but I'm actually performing at the the Dog Tag Army theme tomorrow.
Now, what are you wearing for the White Party? This looks like it would be fairly suitable.
No, I've got a little toga-style dress with Farrell rocks across the back of it, so it'll be good fun.
And what's your advice for all of us to have a good time on this cruise? Have you've got a motto?
Drink, be merry, drink.
Permission to come aboard.
To introduce to you the man who will be your cruise director of this cruise.
Hey.
Fahrenheit!
NaviGAYtion, how are we all this afternoon? Are you all a bit drunk? I'll try that again. How are we all this afternoon? That's much better. We are here for 3 days of fantastic fun. As you know, it is the first gay and lesbian and transgender, bisexual, straight friendly, whatever the hell you are crowd. It's the first cruise of its kind in Australia, so this is going to be a fabulous, fabulous time. I'm going to introduce you to the boys that are making this all possible. So please, raise the decks. I was going to say roof, but yeah, okay. Get rid of this bloody weather and make some noise for Peter Oxford and Dave Drummond.
Oh, it's too hard to walk up here. Farrell, have you got oxygen for me when I get up there?
Do it in a pair of fucking heels with nylon in your face then. Jesus Christ.
You know what? This looks like Ark with a swimming pool. Well,
Look at all those eyes. Oh my God.
And there's so many hot people.
You said that to me earlier.
Thank you. Well, we'd just like to welcome everybody aboard Australia's first gay cruise. We're making history in the next 20 minutes. Well, we're also making history because we're going to keep Polly Petrie sober for the next 3 hours. Oh yeah! Well, before we do start sailing into the sun, I'd just like to say our tax dollars were well spent on the pier today, don't you think? Who voted that government in? And you know what? They got nothing. All right. There's never sex or drugs on a cruise ship. It's been a 12-month project. It's actually been a dream of mine for 3 years. As you know, most of you who know, I went on an Atlantis cruise about 3 years ago. And I was standing here, just like one of you passengers, and I went, oh my God. It's like adult Disneyland. I've gone and died and gone to heaven. And that's what it's going to be like. We're going to leave all our issues on deck and we're going to live our best life. You're going to live Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, all in 3 days at every dance party. Am I right? Yeah! And we'd also like to thank the people who had their eyes rolling back in our head when we went to them and said we want to do a gay cruise. And that's P&O. Please thank P&O. And I do believe we've actually got the Vice President of P&O and the Managing Director of Carnival Australia on the ship with us today. But unfortunately they're getting off. They're not sailing with us because they didn't bring their leather gear, so they're not coming.
I did.
Yes, we know that. Look after each other. Very important, look after each other on the cruise.
Yes,
If you
please.
see someone who's been having too many bevies or partying too long, remember you do have a cabin to go and sleep in. And we've got our Dick Patrol. Who's our Dick Patrol on the cruise? There's our Dick Patrol boys. They're making sure there's no sex on deck. Fornication police. All right, are we ready to sail?
I know. Yes.
Are we ready to sail? Right. All I can say is experience the fun that never ends. Thank you and happy sailing.
Fun. Enjoy. Thank you.
You're watching Studio Q, and I'm with Rodney and Peter, two of the people who were on the All Gay Cruises recent cruise. So, Rodney, what was your expectation going on the cruise?
Well, it was my first cruise ever. I think it was. I was expecting lots and lots of boys. Well, that was exceeded.
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
And it was nice people. That was exceeded. We've made some great friendships as well from the cruise, and we've kept them going since the cruise is finished. We're still keeping contact, email and stuff like that as well.
Yep.
It was the best organised, best run event I've been to for a long time. So it was really, really worthwhile. Recommended it to all my friends, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
So if they do, I believe there is talk that they're going to do an overseas cruise next year. You'll be on?
I'll be there with bells on, definitely.
And Peter? How did
Likewise. I think Rodney sums up most of what I say. It was a cruise that when we first saw it advertised, we thought, I'd love to go on that. It's a gay cruise. That's different. We've seen advertisements for what's been on overseas. We'd seen SBS actually, I know it's competition, but SBS with their Rosie O'Donnell trip, that type of thing, and it was sort of like really giving us expectations, okay, we want to go on that, and it met everything we were looking for, plus more, you know, it was just fantastic.
Apart from the parties, what else did you get up to?
Oh, just getting around the decks, sunning ourselves, and the sun, swimming, the pool thing. DNA comp was on. That was good looking, very much like that. I hope you guys got some of that.
Yeah, we did. So you've made some new friends.
We have made some great friends. We've, in particular, John from the little short film that we did.
Yes.
And also we've met Peter and Glenn and a few other people that we've just kept in contact. It's like our emails have just. Like we've. I think that's because a lot of them live in Sydney, and it was a big contingent from Sydney, but it wasn't just Sydney. It was all around the world that came on the cruise. So we saw people from America. And we've kept in contact with all of them. It's great.
You didn't know where you're going to bump into people. And the other thing was, we bumped into people that we knew here from Melbourne that we didn't know were going to be on the cruise. And that's sort of, oh yeah, we know you, but we don't know you. Now we do. Let's catch up for dinner. And we've done those type of things since we've got back to Melbourne.
Okay,
too.
So those friendships will continue?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
There was none of that bitchiness that you get in most sort of...
Okay.
Yeah. It was just carefree. People were happy to be on the boat, and they just wanted to be there, and and I think that changed the attitude of all people. Like there's usually this little rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne with all sorts of things, and it was like everyone was just open arms. It was just like Rosie sums it up as a big family, and it was a big gay and lesbian family.
Yeah, you know what I thought was amazing, that I've never been on a cruise before, but being on the ship with like 1,500 gay men, that hardly any straight people around, and it's like not like you know, going to the parties or anything, but just walking around the decks, and there's gay people everywhere, and you don't have to watch yourself. If you look at someone,
You can
or
actually be yourself
Yeah.
and relax.
Yes, exactly.
hold your
I felt
partner's
safe.
hand.
I didn't feel as if I had to watch my back or be careful of who was watching. It was it was the same feeling you get if you go to Sydney for those 2 or 3 days over Mardi Gras, where we actually feel as if we are equal to everybody. We don't have to watch who's behind our back. We might get stabbed or clobbered or whatever. It was a really safe environment, and that was a good feeling.
in the beginning, what made you want to go on the cruise
We sort of
anyway?
advertised at Mardi Gras last year. Came back from
okay.
Sydney and spoke to a couple of friends and said, we're going to do that. And they said, yes, we'll be in that with you. And a few other people said, oh, it won't get off the ground. And we said,
Well, it
we're
did.
going to go ahead and do it anyway. And now those people are sitting back, how was your cruise? Oh, fantastic. Oh, we should have went. P&O did a great job with everything they provided. It was their first time ever to do a gay cruise, and I'm sure they had apprehension with everything that was going on. A lot of apprehension. Crew were great. Thank you to P&O, and with that I'd like to say thank you very much to Peter Oxford and Dave Drummond for going ahead and organising a first-time history-making Australian gay cruise. Fantastic. We'll be there again next year. Can't wait.
Right. Now we must move on to a little movie that we made. What did you two think of the movie? Peter and Rodney actually starred in the movie. Well, yeah, alongside one of our friends, which we'll show you in a minute. But how did you find the film?
It just gave that a different side of the cruise, something to remember it by, and
you must have thought we were freaks for asking you to do what you did.
No, because I knew you guys were Bent TV, and when you asked, that was enough to say, okay, this is going to be good.
Okay, well, that's confidence for you. So we've got the star of the movie with us, actually, and we'll just bring him up. This one's actually going to stay in the box, and when you see the film, you'll understand where he comes from. He's going back into the Ben TV vault, never to be unleashed again. That's what we'll tell you anyway. And what we've got is a little stunt player. He did all the stunts. Well, actually, no, he didn't do any of the stunts. He stayed in the box because we were so good with the real thing that we only used him. So this is still in the packaging. The lube hasn't even been touched. And this is available to the first person who calls.
Still got the price on the back.
Still has the price tag. Donated, of course, by the Pleasure Chest in Oxford Street, Darlinghurst. They donated both the Hard-On of the Ocean, the star of the movie, and our little stunt dildo. Who should we give it to? The first person to call who was on the cruise, or?
I think the first person that calls.
Okay, all right. The first person who calls, and the phone number is 9517 0125. So if you're the first caller, this could be all yours. Thanks, Rodney, and thanks, Peter, for joining us. We'll see you next time on Studio Q.
Mm.